So, welcome, my friends. My name is Deanne Gaia. I'm so glad you found your way here and you're interested in learning more about my upcoming program, Beyond Aging Gracefully, using my signature surfer's method. So, in the 8 weeks that we're going to spend together, we're really going to delve into what does it mean for you to go beyond aging gracefully and create a life that you're really excited about, moving toward goals that, again, excite you, maybe things you've never done in the past that you thought weren't possible for you, or items on your bucket list. But I am going to do everything I can to help you realize those goals so that when you move into the summer, you are going to have this life that you're really excited about, or at least new pieces of your life that really are going to bring you a lot of joy and bring you into a state of flow in the present moment and bring you into your personal power, taking control over what you can control. And that is your mindset and your lifestyle choices and your consciousness, all to help you go way beyond aging gracefully. So I'll just share with you a little story of how I started kind of on this path. So it all began when I was a little girl. I was 4 years old, living in Bloomington, Indiana, and I was with my mom, and we would be watching the television set. We'd have Jack LaLanne on the little black and white TV, and we would adjust the antennas just so, and we would get our chairs together, and we would just move and do all the sorts of calisthenics and learn about the importance of exercise and nutrition. And it just really made an impact on me as a little girl, and being there with my mom. And then my mom actually developed a very rare brain tumor and was in and out of the hospital from the age of 4 till I was almost 8, and she died right before my 8th birthday. And I share that with you just because that really planted the seed within me of immortality, memento mori. None of us know how long we're going to have on this planet. And hopefully it's a long, long time, but you just never know. And rather than that being kind of a depressing or negative way of looking at life, for me, it became something which really motivated me to think of like life is not a dress rehearsal. I remember one of my first keychains had that saying on it, life is not a dress rehearsal. Life is very precious. And again, I think that just planted the seed for me of wanting to do the most I could with my life and really make every moment count. So I'm sharing that with you. So I hope that you will then, that'll inspire you to live your life in that way. But back to Jack. So that was when I was 4 years old, and I actually ended up studying nutrition education and exercise physiology. And I really saw nutrition and fitness as a way to prevent disease and keep you living a healthy life, keep you out of the hospital. So preventive medicine was kind of planted in my head at an early age. And one of my first positions was working at the White House staff under George Bush Sr. And one of the first events was the Presidential Fitness and Sports Month, which is May. And we were there on the White House lawn. There were all sorts of dignitaries there. Arnold Schwarzenegger was there, Peter Vidmar. But who did I spot across the lawn? I spotted Jack LaLanne in his blue suit, just like I remembered him on TV. I ran up to Jack and I was like, Jack, you look fantastic. He said, I feel fantastic. And he literally dropped down and did like 12 perfect one-arm push-ups and then jumped right back up. And at the time he was, I believe, around 77, 78, and it really struck me. I'm like, this is what is possible if you maintain or improve your fitness as you age. So really, chronological age doesn't matter. What matters is your physiological, biological age. And so that really sparked me to want to help people as much as I could to improve their fitness with age. And really, that's what my program is all about. I take you through my signature surfers method, which is a blend of the best of neuroscience and advances in how to increase your health span via diet and exercise and stress reduction and neuroplasticity and epigenetics. There's so much new research, how to stimulate the brain, the body, everything, how to keep yourself young and live a long life full of possibilities into your 80s, 90s, maybe even 100. And so that's what I'm all about. And then I pull in also the wisdom of Buddhism and yoga, because there is so much value in these traditions. You know, there's a reason why they've been around for as long as they have, which is like 3,000 or 4,000 years. And that's because they work. And so I pull in really the best of the ancient wisdom with modern technology and make a program customized for you and your needs. And I think it would be just so great if you would like to join me. I'd love to have you on board. It's open to about 20 women. It's going to be the online course material as well as supplemental 90-minute meetings every single week where we meet in person via Zoom, and we work through any materials, questions that you have, or things you need customization on. And then I'm also happy to meet with you one-on-one once a month to really make personalized tweaks in the program. So if this sounds really interesting to you, please click the link below or reach out to me with additional questions. I know that there's so much possible, and I'll leave you with just a quick little story that I was reminded of recently. Lily Tomlin was one of my first clients who I worked with when I was in LA. And when I knocked on Lily's door at her home, I walked past the Edith Ann chair, I knocked on her door, and I remember saying, opening the door, and she's like, I hate exercise and I have exercise-induced asthma. And I was like, well, okay, let's just get started then. And we did get started, and it took a lot of, kind of customization and listening to her body and doing what's right for her. But she realized how important it was for her to be physically fit in order for her to do what she loved, which is acting and being a comedian and living this life. And so I was reminded when I saw her recently in a number of films and things with Jane Fonda, that now she's 85 and she still looks absolutely fantastic, and she's doing all these roles and still incredibly active. And it just again hit me like, this is what fitness can do for you. So maybe if you can really think about what you're looking to bring into your life and how fitness is going to enable you to do those things that you love to do, that it'll just really make it so worthwhile for you. So thank you for your time. Be well.